everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a fun tutorial for y'all. I'm going to show y'all how to make these crochet Valentine's Day washcloths. I thought it would be a cute and fun project for Valentine's Day. The other day I went to Hobby Lobby and I found these pretty yarns that are 100% cotton, and I thought they would make the perfect washcloths that you could use around Valentine's Day. So I'll go over the yarns a little bit more in just a minute, but right now I'm going to talk about the washcloth. So this is a very easy pattern. It is a 1-row repeat that works very quickly. I used a fun stitch called the Wattle stitch. So super easy, works up really fast. You can see the texture that this stitch has. I love it, and it works up so pretty with this Valentine's Day colored yarn. And don't just think that you have to make these washcloths just in these colors for Valentine's Day. You can use this pattern for any cotton yarn and any colors that you like to make washcloths to go any time of the year. So going on to talk about the yarn, I chose to use Crafter's Secret Cotton, which comes from Hobby Lobby. One skein will make one washcloth, and you'll have a little bit left over, but basically just it makes one washcloth per skein. At least I made one with this striped yarn, and it only has 95 yards a skein, and the solid color has 120 yards. So you're gonna have more left over of the solid than you will the stripes. But I thought these two colors went together well, and they're both so pretty. So this striped one is called, the name of it is called Valentines, which is the perfect name for it. And then the color of this pink one is just hot pink. So once you have those, you'll also need a 5mm or H crochet hook, and then a pair of scissors and a yarn needle. And I'm going to jump right into this and show y'all how to make these Valentine's Day washcloths. So like I mentioned before, these washcloths are made with a special stitch called the Wattle stitch. And after the first row, it is a 1-row repeat, so it's super easy. So to start the Wattle stitch, you can make a chain that is a multiple of 3. So you can do any number that's a multiple of 3. For this particular washcloth though, I'm chaining 36 stitches. So I went ahead, made a slip knot, put it on my hook, and I'm going to chain 36 stitches. Okay, so once you have chained 36, you're going to start working in the 3rd chain from your hook, and you're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet all in that 3rd chain from your hook. So we're going to make a single, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to double crochet in that same stitch. Okay, then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. And in the next stitch, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And we're going to repeat that across. We're going to skip 2 stitches. In the next stitch, single, chain 1, and double. And we'll repeat that all the way across until we reach the very last 3 stitches. So again, we're going to skip 2 stitches and work a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the next stitch. And just do that all the way across until you reach those last 3 stitches. Okay, so once you've reached the last 3 stitches, you're going to skip 2 stitches and work a single crochet in that very last chain stitch. And this is what it looked like at the end of row 1. So going on to row 2, and this will be our repeat row, we are going to chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to skip the single crochet from the previous row and the double crochet from the previous row, and we're going to start working in this chain 1 space. So in this chain 1 space, we're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. And then you're going to skip the next single crochet and double crochet. And you're going to work in the next chain 1 space and do the same thing. You're going to work a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. And you're going to repeat that all the way across. So you're going to skip the single crochet, the double crochet, and work in that chain 1 space. And we'll just place a single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in that chain one space. You're just going to repeat this all the way across until you reach the very last chain one space. Okay, so once you reach the very last chain one space, you're going to work in it like normal and work a single crochet, chain one, and double crochet in that chain one space. And then to finish the round, we're going to work a single crochet in that very last stitch. There's a very last stitch here on the end, that single crochet. We're just going to work a single crochet on top of it. And that is row 2. This is what your work will look like after row 2. So row 3 and on, you will just continue repeating row 2. So you'll want a total of 20 rows for this washcloth, and just keep repeating row 2 until you have 20 finished rows, and then I'll meet back with y'all and show y'all how I do the border around the edge. Okay, so now that you've finished 20 rows for your washcloth, you could completely leave this as is, cut your yarn, and weave your ends in. You'd have a nice washcloth, but I like to go ahead and add a row of single crochet around it and make a border just to help the edges feel a little bit more finished. So to do that, you're simply just going to put your hook back. I put it back in the loop that I pulled it out of a minute ago, and we're just going to chain 1. And we're not going to turn, we're just going to start working around the entire edging of this washcloth and evenly single crochet. So I've done a chain 1, and then I'm just going to start evenly placing single crochets around the entire edge of this washcloth. So like so, you're just going to evenly place single crochet, and we're just go all the way around. I will place 2 single crochets in the corner so it'll curve around that edge. But other than that, you're just going to evenly place your single crochets like so. And I'm just going to work down to this edge and show y'all how we go around the corner. So you can look and see how that's going to give it a nice finished edge. So we're just going to keep going. Okay, I'm almost down to that corner. Okay, you see how it's pretty much even there. If you do too few single crochet, it'll kind of pucker in, and if you do too many, it'll kind of like bow out. So as long as you kind of keep an even straight line there, then you're doing the right amount. And once you make it down to your corner, you're simply just going to find a spot, and you're going to place 2 single crochet going around this corner and then like the same spot. There's 1, and that same spot we're going to do another one. There's 2, and then we're just going to start working around onto the other side, and I'm going to evenly single crochet around the rest of this washcloth, placing 2 single crochet in each corner. When I get back to this last corner, I'll show y'all exactly how I finish it and meet up when I get there. Okay, so I've single crocheted all the way around my washcloth and made it back here to the very last corner. So when you reach this very last corner, I'm going to place 2 single crochet in this corner. And then I'm just going to slip stitch to join in that very first single crochet that I made. So we're just going to slip stitch and join, and then you can cut that yarn and you can weave both of your tails in. And that is how easy it is to make these cute Valentine's Day washcloths. I hope that you enjoyed this pattern. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And be sure to follow me on all my different social medias. They're all linked below in the description. And tag me when you make something so I can see all y'all's creations for my patterns. And happy crocheting!